All right, guys, so welcome back to part 3 of the General Osborn Pro Build. We're back here today with a new update. We got some new parts RL's going to cover with you guys, and he's got some interesting stuff he wants to do to the bike. So you want to let him know what we're doing today?
Yeah, so today we're going to chop this guy up pretty good. Nothing major, but we're going to take the chainstays or the chainstay platforms off. And I'm going to cut them off, and then we're going to shorten them because right now they just rip your shoe apart. I don't even know how I rode with these things, but you know, we're just kind of going with the times, getting it updated. So I'm going to shorten these so they're closer to the frame and probably flipping them around backwards because this is a shallower bend, and that way the pedal will clear easier. If you notice, everything is numbered, so I know where everything goes, because once you got a pile of parts, it's hard to figure out where they go, so I always do that. I do anything I can to prevent any problems from happening.
Have you ever done this to a bike before?
No.
So this is a little experiment.
It's a little experiment, a little bit. It's just kind of needed. It should be done, and I can't get it out of my head. The demons are winning, so they want me to cut this thing up, so I'm going to cut it up.
Should we call this Franken bike?
No, it won't be that bad. We're not changing the geometry or anything. We're just cleaning it up. But I'm going to lower the poles, brakes right on. We're going to bring them right up close, so we have about an 1/8 inch clearance for the brake body, which is Odyssey Evo 2.5. And that should give us enough clearance for the chain, because right now the chain is actually just clearing, but I want a little bit more room. And that way we got our small sprockets on here, a 9 and a 28. And I just think that looks really cool. And got the BDS cranks on, which is also really cool.
Are you going to do any chopping to the front end of the bike or the forks?
Well, this was a tab for this thing to fit in. You know, it was just a cable guide. I'm going to take that off. And this thing, this little barrel right here, it works really good, but it reminds me of, remember those little barrels that they're root beer flavored, they're hard candy?
Oh, yeah.
And you'd suck on them. That thing, that's all it reminds me of, and it's just so big and bulky. So I'm going to put this is a rotor mount, you know, that goes like this or something.
Guys, see that? Try and show them.
You know, that goes on the side of the frame when you're running a rotor on a new style frame. I mean, not a rotor, a gyro. Those are the gyro mounts. So I'm going to weld a plate. Well, I'm not going to weld it. I don't have my TIG welder anymore. But I'm going to weld a flat spot. Put that thing right in here. That'll be your cable adjustment. I'll clean this up a lot. Thinking about running turning the, I don't know if you guys can see this, but we got a rotor and we got one little swelled out part that the cable goes through, and I'm going to my idea is to run the cable straight down here, straight into the frame, because it's all hollow inside there and it's hollow inside here. Run the cable inside there, it'll pop out right here into this cable guide. That's the plan. That'll probably change, but everything changes. Then I got to cut a little more off the forks for a little more clearance. And then I got to take it back to the welder to get him to weld it back up.
All right, well, do you want to show the parts we got in the box?
Yeah, the first part.
From JD Cycle Supply, I believe it was.
Yep. JD Cycle Supply, which is Jeff DeVito in Florida. He's a distributor. And this seat really, because it's going to be red and black and nickel plated. So I think this seat looks really cool. I like the color of it. It's soft. I think Eric will like the softness to it. I have the old style clamp on here. This is a profile seat clamp, works really good. I've always heard good things about profile. And let's see, we got a few other things.
He sent us a little care package. Yeah, you're still in the shot.
You want me over? How about if I come in front? Front? You want me in front?
Where you were was good.
So, red ODI grips. I got black on here right now. And this all came from JD Cycle Supply. These are bully pegs. They're steel, bulletproof. So we got some new bully pegs.
If I see one of those, I'll show them up close.
More bully pegs, more bully pegs.
Bully. These things are heavy. You could do some damage with these.
Huh?
You think it would work as like a silencer if I screwed it onto the end of my gun?
We could put some cotton balls in there. Might do it.
I've seen what they're doing now is taking oil filters and turning them into silencers.
Well, that makes sense because it's insulated, right?
Yeah.
All inside there. Pretty good. That would actually work, huh?
Another seat.
Another seat. It's kind of a habit from building Harleys. You order double, not everything. You don't order 2 motors, but when you're chasing bolts, you got to get at least 2 to 4 bolts extra because you're going to screw them up, or they may not fit, or you got to modify them. So it's a habit to order everything in doubles. Tech 77 lever. And the other one is that Dylan wants to build this other General, and so I'm trying to get extra parts together for him. So that's my other black extra profile seat clamp, and then an extra seat guts that go under here, old style black. Then we got MCS and Give Blood, Ride BMX hammer
stickers.
That's all from Jeff DeVito. Thank you, Jeff. I appreciate your help.
Yes, sir.
We also have gotten some, I don't know if what?
JDCyclesupply.com.
Yes. And Flatland Fuel has been sending me brakes, brake cables, 990s, Odyssey brakes, all kinds of stuff. And of course, the beautiful BSD cranks. I don't know how I was lucky enough to get these with a nickel finish, but I was. I'm thinking about going, these are 175s. I'm thinking about going to 165s. They give you a little more room from your pegs, but I mean 165s on my S&M. Because you really don't need the power, you're just trying to get the speed. But I got to call BSD about that.
So, Brian Bennett was hitting me up last night, and he's wondering, he heard you weren't going to be using his decals on the bike. I don't know why you heard that.
Heard from where, man?
I don't know.
There's nowhere else to go from here.
But I told him you're using them, right?
I am going to use his stickers. I may ask him to do it in different color. But I didn't tell anybody that. That was an internal thought of mine. I didn't even share that with you.
Well, that's why I told him. I was like, I'm pretty sure RL's still going to be doing your stickers. I don't see why he wouldn't.
Brian Bennett's stickers are perfect. They match perfect. I'm so into getting the thing straightened out that I don't know what color. I think it's going to be red. But either way, Brian, I will be calling you for stickers if I change it. But no, you're definitely on the books for your stickers going in there.
These are just placeholders for now, right?
Placeholders?
The stickers you got on here.
Oh yeah, they're just
for the meantime.
Yeah, it's kind of good to cover the people that are helping us. And Flatland Fuel, BSD, JD Cycle Supply, Eric Wolf, who donated the frame and fork and the rotor, and Brian Bennett with the stickers. Those are all the guys that are making this thing happen. So
yeah,
many thank yous.
And Jody was hooking me up with some parts too. He hooked me up with the frame and forks.
Right. Yeah, Jody really hooked you up nice, man. I stole the bars, Jody, by the way. I tried them on here. I'm like, man, those things look so good. And then I was like, yeah, I like the standard bars, so I went back to those.
I wasn't going to let him take them anyways. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for what we're going to be doing to the bike today, what you're doing. So should we head out there and get started?
Yeah.
All right, we'll see you guys out in the garage next then.
See you guys.
All right guys, so we're out here, out in front of the garage in the driveway. RL's getting the bike ready to start with the cuts. What part are you going to cut first?
I'm going to cut off the platform.
The platforms are going first. All right.
You ready?
Yeah, let me just show them the smoke real quick. So we're in the middle of the Northern California fires right now. You can see there's a thick layer of smoke everywhere. Oh, There's the sun. Barely see it. But yeah, it's been raining ash all week. All right, ready when you are. He's showing that.
See, those look good. Backwards, shorten this in. Look how much pedal clearance you have compared to that.
Yeah.
You see that?
Show it again.
Okay, so here's how it was. Here's how it was.
Uh-huh.
Here's the angle it's going to be. So this is a more shallow bend.
Oh, I see.
Where, see, on this side is sharp, so your feet will be more likely to catch that, but I'm also going to push it in.
That's cool.
I'm going to grind all that crap off.
So now you're going to take the other side off?
Sure.
All right, guys, we're taking a little break from the cutting, but we got this massive hawk up here in the tree. I want to show you guys while we wait for RL. Look at that bad boy. Woo! Looking for some, ooh, it's not losing. Guessing he's looking for some food. Massive. I think all the fires right now are bringing the animals out into the city, because we've had a ton of deer. I mean, we do have deer come through our yard, but right now we've got like a bunch like right on our back porch. Pretty cool.
So I'm going to cut off this barrel. It's just a little too big, and I kind of want to move it down here, and I'm going to trim this off. So that's what we're going for.
All right, let's do it.
See the gap between the peg and the fork?
The gap?
Yeah, yeah, because I don't want this hitting there, and he's got to put a plate in there to fill that in.
So what are you doing?
So I need more clearance, so that he's probably going to weld the plate to the outside.
Uh-huh.
So he doesn't have to fit it on the inside, which would be more difficult.
So you're going to take a little more off?
A little more off here, and this one's actually hitting.
Oh.
So I got to take more off there too.
Okay. right, so we just finished, or Earl just finished the cut on the dropouts.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
So we cut a little of the fork off, and then we're going to have it like an L plate coming up in there and fitting over here to fill all that in. I'm not sure how we're going to do that. I don't know if we'll have to cut a whole new piece or what, but we'll make sure that the support is strong.
And you said there needs to be a plate put back in there?
Yeah, well, we're going to fill the bottom of the forks,
Okay.
and he'll probably set the plate on top. But now we have room for him to put the plate on top with a little L shape to cover that, and a little more grinding in there. But
And the pegs will fit now,
that way the
too.
pegs have plenty of a clearance. We'll be able to run the axle all the way into the dropout, so it's solid. Should be good.
Cool. All right.
I'm going to show him a mistake.
Okay.
You guys want to see it all, man?
I didn't know you made mistakes.
I did, and it happens. I used to use an air die grinder. That thing's like a maniac compared to an air die grinder. But so you can see this cut went a little bit too far. Not a big deal though. We can fill that. Once the plate's in, that'll be filled with a weld and then grind it down.
Can you turn it back so I can see the front of it? Okay, yeah, I see that. Cool. All right, so we're gonna head inside and put the bike back together, and we'll see you guys in there. Okay, so we just got back in here from the garage doing all the cutting, and RL's gonna explain to you guys what the next steps are gonna be for this build.
Okay, so you guys saw the cutting. I did not cut the towers for the, what do you call these things, for the brakes. I want to show the guy that's doing the welding for me, I want to show him what we're trying to accomplish. And he's going to have to put a gutter in here, like a kind of divot out or whatever you call that. So it'll fit around the frame. So I'm going to let him cut that so he can see exactly where that's supposed to go. And but I got it all marked, so we know where the centers are. And then I got to grind these things off, and then shorten up the platforms, and find a place for them to remount. And then we can kind of start heading towards welding a few things and putting it back together for a test. Make sure everything works. Once we know everything works, then we can strip it back down and do all the finishes and do the final build.
Like the powder coating, you mean?
Yeah, powder coating and
Brian stickers.
whatever.
Adding Brian stickers too.
Brian stickers, we will definitely be using your stickers, Brian Bennett. I want you to know that. No question about it. Your stickers will be on this bike.
Very cool. All right, so I guess that wraps up part 3 of the general build, and we'll be back when I guess we're gonna take it into the welder, right?
Yeah, we take it into the welder, and it's going to be pretty interesting.
Cool. All right, well, we'll see you guys back here then.
All right, you guys, have a good weekend.